was talking to a very dear and old friend of mine today for about an hour, and it's kind of cool because we've known each other since college. He's a very high achieving artist, and we keep running into each other. Like, we spent a lot of time together in Los Angeles, and then New York, and all these different things, and we run into each other in the oddest places, in airports, in different cities around the country. It's very, very fun, and kind of kismet. But out of the blue, he just texted me, and we ended up talking for about an hour. And I shared something with him that was an epiphany for me on moving forward with certain programs or projects that I had. And I've achieved a high level of success in my field, in the entertainment field. And only a certain number of people have done what I've done. And I'm proud of that. I have these other goals and these other dreams and these other aspirations, and a lot of it, most of it, has to do with helping people succeed and helping people achieve, whether it's artists or people who have a business or whatever. I like to help people. And I was kind of wearing two hats simultaneously, because I thought, well, wait a minute, if I start to do this other thing, if I start to help people in the entrepreneurial world, or I start to help artists grow and build their brands, people are going to go like, well, wait a minute, aren't you the Broadway guy? Why aren't you performing? Why aren't you singing? And I still get that to this day. I'll run into people like, well, when's your next show? I'm like, oh, I'm going to produce a concert on blah. And it became a confusion, because I was holding on to both. And I was thinking, well, what if people think that I've stopped, or I haven't succeeded, and I'm doing something else because of that? And then I'm like, I don't really give a shit. I don't care, because it's not true. I know what the truth is for me. The reason I'm sharing this, how often do we stop ourselves because of this? Something that we're doing to second guess our own choices. But the moment we decide and we make a decision to go after something, that's freedom. That's growth. That's expansion. It may be scary because we may have not walked down that path before. And I was also talking to my buddy. I'm like, we're so used to doing the same thing. And I remember, I shared this great story. I was producing a show with somebody. It's my first show that I ever produced, that I was in as another person. And we were making decent money. But I was so stuck on having to go back and do the audition thing and do the Broadway thing. And he looked at me and he goes, this is years ago. And he said, screw the Broadway thing. You will make more money and have more success as an artist doing it this way, under your own control and your power, than doing that. You're always going to be under somebody's thumb, or you're going to be a pawn. And I was like, no, because my mind was set on a certain way of doing things, because I'd achieved success. And it was the fear of changing that stopped me. But he was right. Not that I haven't achieved success and all that kind of stuff, but the success that he has seen as a creator and as an artist is massive. And I look at that and I'm like, wow, I wish I had taken his advice sooner. So, what do you want to do? What's stopping you from doing the thing that you want to do? Is it fear? Is it someone else's voice in your head? Wipe those out. Turn off the noise. Know exactly what you want. Write it down and take the risk. But the moment where you decide to do something, regardless of what anybody else says, that's your freedom. That's where your freedom lies. So I hope this helps you. And if you need help, just reach out. Send an email. Pop something on social media. I'm here to help you. Again, because that's what I love to do. And as always, hey, your destiny's waiting. It's up to you to go and grab it.